YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Mini Barn Rips. First and foremost, I gotta say thank you for the views and for the subscribers and all of those things. I'm just a friendly collector who loves the hobby and decided to go down the content journey. So today we're gonna take a break from the Michael Jordan hunt, which is kind of a relief for me. I've pulled a couple of Jordans. We're gonna go over an entire Jordan collection in the next upcoming videos. I'm pretty pumped about that. I've picked some other Jordans up on the side, but we're going to break up the monotony and we're going to do a card show recap. I went to a local card show that's like a biannual show, and to be honest, I did not have the time of my life. I had my hopes up and probably put all my eggs in one basket. I was really expecting a really cool experience, and it was not what I wanted. And I always hate to start a video off with like negative, but I will say I did see some clips and highlights from other creators from the show, and so I will take responsibility for me not having a good time and say that I did not go at the right time. It was supposed to be open until 6 on Saturday. It was like a 10 to 6 show, and I got there around 3:45, 4 o'clock. And I had planned to stay until the end, which I know some people show up late to shows to try to get a good deal. Honestly, that was the only time that I had to go that weekend. And at any rate, by 5:20, 5:15, vendors were packing up, covering up their stuff. It was a 3-day show, so I was kind of rushed and had a couple of deals that didn't happen that I was kind of disgruntled about, but I will show you. Disgruntled is not the word. I wasn't happy about. I made an offer on a few cards, and I didn't really lowball. I mean, he gave me a price. I shot him $10 off, and it's like wouldn't budge one bit. And I get it. You know, it is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. I didn't pick those up, but I'll go through what I did pick up. I picked up a cool Dan Marino. I actually don't have a Dan Marino, and that was the only reason I picked it up. It's a numbered out of 999. It's 719 out of 999. I thought that was really cool. Immortals card. Growing up, my dad was a Tennessee fan. I grew up watching Peerless, and I am now a Bills fan because Josh Allen has been my quarterback on fantasy football for I don't know how many years, and he's currently in the red zone as I shoot this video. So I'm hoping we score and get a win. This is 11 out of 15. Pretty sweet patch. Got a little bit of the, I'm assuming that's a little bit of the Buffalo in there. It is numbered as well, 11 out of 15. And then I picked up a Eddie George, Deshaun Foster, game-worn jersey, Eddie George game-worn jersey. I just thought this was a unique deal here. It's 28 out of 200. So that one's really cool. So I did not pay sticker on this, but I'm a huge Allen Iverson fan, and obviously Shaquille is in the collection. You've seen that in the previous videos, but this is a I don't really know, game floor Lakers 76ers card. Just a really cool pickup. I may have had that sideways, and there's a little bit of a glare. Sorry about that, but thought that was a neat card. We'll get to this one in a minute. And then a cool Ricky Henderson. It's not the Ricky Henderson that's going for 50, 55, but I did see this and liked it. Yeah, that's Ricky Henderson for you baseball people. And then this card, so on the deal that I was talking about that fell through, I had made an offer on, and they weren't going to budge. And I'll preface this with saying the reason I was aggravated was the guy in front of me had probably 1,500 cards on the table and was making, you know, an offer for 2 G's. So like they had made their money that day, and this, that, and the other. They were probably tired, exhausted. I get it, but he kind of threw this card at me. He just kind of threw it across the table. So it's a rookie Mike Bibby. I don't even know if that's Bibby's autograph, but I walked away without the deal and this in my hand. So I've yet to do any research on these cards. This was last weekend, so I'm just now, this is Thursday, I'm just now getting this video shot. But tonight, to break up the monotony, we're gonna stray away from basketball for a minute. And while I was at the show, I picked this box up. I got a pretty decent deal on this. I think I got this for like, I don't know, 15 bucks. I'll be as transparent as I can be. I think it was like 15 bucks. Kind of worked a deal out with the guy. And that was the highlight. That was the end of, it was the last table I stopped at. And that was actually where I picked up the majority of the stack I just showed you. And I do have a box of 2021 Series 1 Topps baseball. And then in the next video, I think we'll open up the basketball that I picked up. But without further ado, you know how we do it. Let's get to it. Have not opened baseball. Actually, I take it back. We opened the old Donruss baseball that I got in the in one of the orders. I don't know. It was a few videos ago, but should be a pretty short video. I do try to keep them short and sweet. I don't know what we're looking for in this. We can. I don't know. The odds are on here. This is just a. That if you want to see the box, I mean, it's a mouthful. You know how these boxes are. They look for autograph and relic cards, and basically it's just a big stack of cards, and 67 cards in total. So let's jump right in. 2021. We're starting off with a rookie. I said Ricky. A Ricky card. That's what we'll call him. 2021 Ricky. Alright, I'm going to try to read these. My camera's in a weird position tonight. Humberto Meja on the rookie. This is a Nick Nadert. Nick Senzel. Pick these up. Dylan Bundy. Mitch Haniger, a Nationals card, a White Sox card. There's Vlad with the Blue Jays. Cody Heuer, Alex Gordon, Wade Davis, Jacob deGrom. I hope my pronunciations are a lot better than my NBA pronunciations. They are terrible. So, Brendan McKay, Tyler Chatwood, Ronald Acuna. I like Acuna. My cousin likes Acuna, so I'll probably set that aside for him. Eduardo Escobar, Mookie Betts, and the 2020 World Series card. That's a cool card considering the way the World Series was this year. Seth Lugo, Odor with the Rangers, Wilmer Flores, Blake Snell, Wilson Contreras, Mitch Moreland. Look at Mike Trout, 2021 Mike Trout. Might be some Mike Trout lovers out there. Shane Bieber, Matthew Boyd, Luke Voigt, Josh Reddick. Hopefully you guys can see these. Gratterall with the Dodgers, Andres Jimenez, rookie, Nick Marjagral, rookie. Let's go with a Nolan Arenado on a Topps. Looks like a Topps throwback. Javier Baez. There's an Acuna. I like to see that. That's a pretty sweet card. Juan Soto. And I don't know the hits in this, so that is what it is. But I do like that auto right there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little Kirby Puckett. Bryce Harper. 30 out of 100. Man. Top certified autograph issue. Game used memorabilia. Holy smokes. 2020. That's a picture of it. That's That's kind of neat. That's really neat, actually. I wish it was the actual patches, but Nico Goodrum, Marcell Ozuna, Santander, Hunter Harvey, Danny Mendick, Mike Clevinger, Alex Bregman, Jesus Luzardo, Christian Javier rookie, Spencer Howard rookie, Kyle Seager, Max Stassi, Cody Bellinger, J.D. Davis, like the Phillies throwback right there on the uniform, Roman Quinn, Tommy Edman, Joey Gallo, Lim Hendricks, Colin Moran, Kenta Maeda. Every time I do these videos, I feel like I'm reading a graduation list. I think about graduation and the poor people that have to read the list of names. Malik Smith, Brandon Crawford, Chris Paddock, Steve Matz, Mark Canha, Willie Calhoun, Salvador Perez, Albert Almora Jr., Julio Urias, and we finish off with a Max Kepler. Pretty fun little set to open. Got a pretty cool picture of a through the years. It says 30 out of 100. It's funny because it's like a picture of the card. That's a, you know, it's got Topps, Allen and Ginter, like all the things around it. So pretty neat little deal there. But Kirby Puckett, the Juan Soto, the Acuna, Javier Baez, and then Mike Trout, Mookie Betts 2020 World Series, and then an Acuna. All in all, pretty fun little pack to rip. I'll let you know what I find out about the Mike Bibby. Let me know if you go to shows or what you're picking up, what's in your PC. Again, thank you for the views. Hit that sub button, drop me a comment, let's chat. This hobby is very much alive, and I try to relate to the average collector and rip some cheap packs and have some fun while doing it. As always, much love. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.